Well, in the coming year, HBO Max kicks off and it's going to drop some major DC titles on us. Let's break down what's coming our way. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgic, and we got a little update on what's coming your way on HBO Max. But first, make sure you get in on this month's giveaway. I'm giving away this copy of JLA 1 Million. In order to get in on the giveaway, all you have to do is be a subscriber, hit like, and leave a killer comment. Well, HBO Max is scheduled to launch in May of 2020, and there's a ton of really cool DC titles that are going to be hitting the service. Now, there's been a little confusion on what will appear here and what will appear on DC Universe, but there's going to be some exclusive content only available on HBO Max. The service is going to cost about $15 a month, and will also include Cartoon Network and TNT. Let's break down the DC titles that are going to be coming our way on the service. Probably the first thing we're going to get from DC on the service is Doom Patrol Season 2, the world's weirdest superhero team. Now, this is where some of the confusion with DC Universe comes into play, and the two services may be on a bit of a collision course. Quite honestly, my DC Universe subscription is already paid up, so I really don't care. But hopefully a lot of other fans get an opportunity to see the show. It's really great. The other really big DC Comics HBO production that's coming our way is Green Lantern. Now right now, the series is in active development and is being spearheaded by the Arrowverse's one and only Greg Berlanti. How you feel about those shows will probably gauge how excited you are for the new series. Now, Green Lantern is a pretty major DC Comics property, and just has not seen the success that other characters have. The 2011 movie pretty much landed as flat as a pancake, and has been the subject of much ridicule, even by the actor himself. Now we have no idea what we're going to see in the series. The rumor is it's going to be a buddy cop story, so a lot of people think some sort of Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart team up. But it very well could be Jon Stewart and Kyle Rayner. Who knows? The other show I'm really excited for is DC's Strange Adventures. Now, Strange Adventures is set to spotlight small and more obscure stories in the DC Universe. This could mean less known characters, which makes me pretty excited. Now, this was a 1950s comics name, so I imagine the series is going to take some cues from that series. And it's saying that it will be a 1-hour drama, also produced by Greg Berlanti, with close-ended storylines. This means single episode stories, kind of like Twilight Zone or Amazing Stories. Now, very little is known, but Warner Media did drop a tweet last October that said the show will, and I quote, explore close-ended morality tales about the intersecting lives of mortals and superhumans. I think this is going to be one of the most exciting additions to HBO Max. This means obscure DC heroes and rather unknowns getting a chance to shine on the screen. I can't wait. Think Netflix's Black Mirror, but with DC superheroes. Now, there are two other shows that are also going to land on HBO Max. The first one is a kid's show, Aquaman, King of Atlantis. Now, this will be a 3-part adventure and actually does have James Wan set to executive produce the series. Now, what they're reporting is King of Atlantis is a family-friendly program and will be a miniseries that follows Aquaman in his early days as ruler of Atlantis. He will have lots of catching up to do as the new ruler, and apparently he will have both Mera and Vulko to give him advice. It's unclear if any of the original voice cast will come back to reprise their roles, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Now, the last show is DC Superhero High, which is a half-hour comedy series that's going to follow a young group of high school students. Now, why are these guys special? Because they all will eventually become iconic DC superheroes. Now, we have next to no details about the show, but DC and Warner Brothers kind of have a track record of doing teen-oriented stuff. I mean, Smallville kind of kicked this all off. Right now they're doing Riverdale, and even Arrowverse stuff kind of mixes into this equation pretty solidly. All we do know is it's being marketed towards a teen audience, so we'll have to wait and see how it turns out. Now, there is one more technically DC project over at HBO Max, and that's something known as DMZ. Now, this isn't technically from DC, it's from Vertigo, and is actually a dystopian drama. It's actually set during another American Civil War. Rosario Dawson has been cast as the lead in the series, which is pretty interesting and pretty big star power. And all we know about her character is she's playing a medic who's searching for her son. The only other detail about the series is the new Gods director Ava DuVernay is set to direct the pilot. Once we get more details about the show, we'll bring them your way right away. Now, I'm sure a lot of other DC content is going to come to HBO Max, and personally, I actually think most of the DC Universe content, at least the video content, will eventually be folded into that service. We'll have to wait and see. There's nothing official on that yet. I'm just spitballing here. In any case, is there a show you're most excited for from HBO Max? And what character would you really like to see appear on Strange Adventures? Outside of Adam Strange himself, I gotta say, I want to see the Question, and maybe the Creeper. Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.